Hi everyone, welcome to our home, and I promised some videos on some very easy meals to make, and tonight I've got company. So I am making a rack of lamb, and there's many ways to make a rack of lamb, but I'm going to show you an easy one. And that is to get your rack of lamb, and I bought mine at Costco. It doesn't have to be expensive. It was only $12 for this whole rack of lamb. And so take it out of the package, rinse it and pat it dry, and turn your oven to 450 degrees while you prepare the lamb. So this is so easy. You're gonna love this recipe. What you do is you get yourself some Grey Poupon, and you're gonna slather all over this rack of lamb Dijon mustard. And you don't have to worry about salting this because, as you know, the Dijon mustard is very salty. So as you get ready to put the mustard on, you smooth it around and make sure you get all the meat area. And you slather it just like this. And because I'm not going to use this jar of mustard anymore and it's half full, I'm going to re-dip my spoon in there, and I'm going to add some more because you want to make sure the whole rack of lamb is covered. So as I do this and go on the sides and the back, and see how easy this is going to be divine, and it'll be so easy your guests won't believe that you made this rack of lamb. So after you get all the mustard on there, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your granulated garlic. I don't like the powdered garlic because to me it has an aftertaste. So we're going to use some granulated garlic, and you're going to sprinkle it all over the rack of lamb, just like this. Okay? There you go. And after you've got that on, what you're going to do is you're going to take, I like Italian breadcrumbs, Progresso is great, and you just sprinkle it all over your lamb. And what you can do is hold up the sides to get the side of it, and up here to make sure you got it all, and the back. And once you do that, what you're going to do is you're going to take your olive oil and you're going to just drizzle it all over the lamb. Just, drizzle it. Nothing has to be measured. Just like that. And then get some fresh rosemary, and you're going to place it over the lamb like this. Can you see that? And you know what? You are ready to put this lamb in the oven for 35 minutes at 450. And if you like it rare, you can use your thermometer. It would be 115 to 125. And medium would be 125 to 130 on your thermometer. And medium would be 130 to 140. So that'll give you a guide. But what you want to do is do it for 35 minutes. You let it rest with aluminum foil over it, or keep it warm, and it'll continue cooking. So there is your first course. Now, was that easy or what? You're gonna love this lamb. Okay, this is ready to go in the oven. Okay, for the best roasted potatoes you'll ever have, you're gonna get some russet potatoes, and if you don't have those, just use what you have. You're gonna boil some water, and you're gonna add salt to it. You're gonna peel your potatoes, and then you will just submerge them in the water for 5 minutes. After that, you'll take them out of the hot water, you'll put them on paper towels and let them cool. And when they're cooled, let me see, can you see this all right, honey? When they're cool, you're gonna take the potato, and you're gonna take a fork, and you're gonna go all over the potato like this. And you're gonna just score it, just like this, all over the potato. Okay, then you can set those aside. Then I use a glass dish, which I'm going to show you in a moment, and I put 1/4 of a cup of olive oil in there, put it in the oven for 4 minutes, take it out, and then I add my potatoes to it. Now you're going to cook that at 400 degrees for 1 hour, and I'm going to show you how these potatoes are coming. Can you turn this way, honey? Let me get this. Okay. here is how the roasted potatoes are coming out. And you salt them with salt and pepper after you have them before you put them in the oven. So that's about 1 hour, 400 degrees, and look at how gorgeous these are. Roasted potatoes are supposed to be crispy, and these are fabulous. You cannot beat this. It's a wonderful, wonderful recipe and so easy. So there you go. There's your roasted potatoes. And the next thing I'm going to show you how to do is Brussels sprouts with bacon and slivered almonds and white wine and balsamic vinegar. So what you do is you first take your bacon and you make your bacon. And 4 slices is great of thick sliced bacon. And after that, you're gonna take about a tablespoon of oil, remove your bacon from the bacon grease. Take about a tablespoon of olive oil, put it in your pan and saute 1 onion, finely chopped, and 2 cloves of garlic. And when that gets going, you're gonna put it on the side for a second. You're gonna boil some water and you're gonna take your Brussels sprouts, like I took a package of Brussels sprouts, and you're gonna clean them and cut them in half. You submerge them in the hot water for only 2 minutes. Then you come over here and you add the Brussels sprouts. Can you see the Brussels sprouts from there, honey?
Yep.
You saute the Brussels sprouts in with the onions and the garlic, and the smell is wonderful. I mean, this kitchen smells delicious. So after you have this done, and it looks so pretty. In fact, I'll see if I can get it closer for you. Is this too hot? Yeah, I need my pot holders. My pot holders. Okay.
That'd be good.
And this is what it's looking like. And right now what I'm going to add to that is, for 2 minutes, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of white wine. And I'm just going to cook that for 2 minutes. Like that. Oh, that smells so good. That smells so good. I'm going to make sure it's in there for 2 minutes. I'm going to check on the other rack of lamb that I have right here. Oh, it's doing beautiful. Okay, I've got another rack of lamb in the oven. And now I'm going to show you how to make some delicious garlic bread. And this is all easy. This is stuff you guys can do so easy. These are easy recipes. I like ciabatta bread for my garlic bread. And Costco sells these rolls. And you get a pack of them. So if you split them in half, and then I love Irish butter. So if you take your Irish butter and you slather it all over your ciabatta bread like this. Make sure every corner is covered. Okay. Like this. This is the best garlic bread you'll ever have, I think. Okay, and you can also, I'm going to do 2, well, I won't do it today. You can add Parmesan cheese to this if you like, but I'm just going to add garlic salt and some parsley, and this comes out delicious. And you put it at 400 for about 10 minutes. That's all it takes. You can kind of look at it. When it starts getting a little golden on around the edges, you know that it's done, because everybody's oven's a little bit different. There we go. Okay, so I've got every little bit covered, and then after that, what I'm going to do is take my garlic salt and I'm going to sprinkle it all over. And you know I like garlic, so I'll put a little bit more. There you go. So that's the garlic salt, and then to that I like color, so I'm going to add some parsley. This is dried parsley. I like dried parsley for the garlic ciabatta toast. But what you can also do is before you do the parsley, you could add your Parmesan cheese grated on top. That's also very nice. So this is ready to go in a 400 oven. I'll stick it in right here. And that's ready to go. And now we have the Brussels sprouts, been 2 minutes. They look beautiful. And what I'm going to add to this is some bacon. That I cooked previous to this. And then on top of that, we are going to add some toasted slivered almonds. And I toasted the almonds at 400 for about 4 minutes. And that is our Brussels sprouts. I'm going to show you this real quick. There you go. Those are the Brussels sprouts. So, you've seen those. Let me check on these. Beautiful. Now these are done. Now aren't they gorgeous? Now what I'm going to do to these, to make these look pretty, I'm going to add a little bit of parsley to get a little bit of color. And there we go. Is that okay? Those are the roasted potatoes. Here is the beautiful rack of lamb, and that is done. And then what I love to serve with this is some mint jelly. So there is your really quick, it looks like you really worked hard. This was done in no time at all. It's not that expensive because you can serve at least 3 people with this rack of lamb, so it was $12. And so the roasted potatoes weren't much either, and the Brussels sprouts weren't. So it's a beautiful meal, full of color, and it is so yummy, and my kitchen smells so good. So wish you could be here having dinner with me. Please let me know if you like my video, if you'd like me to keep going with them, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.